the burning question, have you had sex with anybody else since?
No.
No. And are you on the lookout?
Are you asking for...
Wasn't really planning on pimping myself out tonight. Tell me, nice fella, have you considered counselling?
No, not really.
Would you?
Not in this case, she was the mental one.
So because I had counselling, are you therefore implying that... Thank you, Louis, bless you. So I think generally, because I did obviously see a counsellor and I found it really useful. And obviously this counsellor that I'm talking about, the first one that I saw, wasn't really ideal. And for every counsellor that makes you cry, I still think there is one that allowed me to cry. And I found her and she is brilliant. But the ineffectual one that I was talking about before, she's still working. And some people must find her useful, otherwise she'd be out of a job, wouldn't she? I suppose she's just a counsellor who is unusual in her approach. A counsellor who is blunt. A counsellor who may seem tactless, but often hits the nail on the head, just a bit hard. Rather than a counsellor who tells you to imagine a colour photograph of you and your boyfriend in happier times and drain the colour from the photograph. She just tells you to have sex with a much younger man. I can't imagine how she started. Let's call her Jean. Oh, and just so you know, the voice is going to be the same because I don't do voices. I've always been good at giving advice. I think that's where it started. Some people even ask for it. I think you can divide people into those that give advice and those that need it. Take Denise, the fat one next door. Only the other day she said,
I'm thinking of treating myself to a new bed, Jean.
A single, obviously. Do they make singles in your size? See, saved her a bit of money. She can spend the difference on books about other lonely women. And what about Kenny? He's always asking me questions.
Jean, have you seen Denise?
Yes, I have.
Is Denise in?
Yes, she is.
How is Denise?
She's bloody massive. I didn't say that. I said she was fine, if a little ruddy. He works in Greg's. You'd think he sees her enough. The cakes are lovely, though. I suppose my career in caregiving really took off when I went part-time at the home and joined the Samaritans. The training tells you that you're not supposed to interfere, but I didn't feel I was being used to my full potential, so I started helping out. Most people know the usual ways: hose pipe, slitty wrists, vodka Red Bull. One woman even rang up cracking jokes about being rubbish at tying knots. I really wanted to laugh, but it just wasn't funny. I did some research and gave advice on more interesting ways to commit suicide. Which method are you thinking about?
Paracetamol?
Have you thought about drinking washing up liquid?
Oh, I haven't, no. How effective is that?
It's pretty much foolproof. Don't be fooled by your last few moments, because you will burp bubbles, which will falsely cheer you up. I was finished from the Samaritans even though my figures were the highest they'd ever had. That's when I decided to go back to college and study for an NVQ in counselling. I learned how to listen, give constructive criticism based on physical appearance, and problem solving. It's important as well, if you're going to be harsh, to whisper it. Then it seems nicer. For my final project, I devised a questionnaire which included the questions: were you that way when you married him? And how many out of 10 do you want to die? In my personal statement, I said that I do not hold a one-size-fits-all approach to counselling. It should be tailored for the individual. That's why I developed my selection of 7 inexpensive gene care leaflets. Divorce, separation, domestic violence, looking on the bright side, moving on, bereavement, and stop talking, it's not helping. I've been practising for a year now and I'm due my first appraisal. Today, in fact. My boss, a very stern man by the name of George Moody, rang last week.
I need to secure an hour of your time for your annual appraisal, Jean.
2 p.m? Even in that one sentence, I could tell George Moody wasn't a happy man. It's like a gift. I've popped him between the baby snatcher and lonely Pam. Pam's been coming since day one. I don't have many regulars. Most people don't come back after one appointment. That's how good I am. I can handle all sorts of problems.